So there's something called the precautionary principle. This is actually something that the United States used to do, although it really doesn't do it anymore. And essentially it's saying that we might not have all the data on something being extremely bad, but we have enough data to make a very safe and reasonable assumption that this will be harmful to people. And so out of an abundance of caution, we will, start limiting or restricting or regulating something because someone getting hurt is worse. That is a worse outcome than if we don't act at all on incomplete information, right? And there's lots of examples where the United States has done this, okay? So the United States did this with like DDT, right? PBDEs, right? Literally CFCs were banned. So CFCs is actually an amazing example of this because CFCs used to be what was used in like aerosol cans, right? Like hairspray and stuff. And it was depleting the ozone layer. I mean, I was reminded of this recently because I saw the movie Austin Powers again.
Using these lasers, we punch a hole in the protective layer around the world, which we call the ozone layer. Slowly but surely, ultraviolet rays would pour in, increasing the risk of skin cancer that is.
The United States actually started phasing out CFCs starting in the late 70s, and it got completely banned in the early 90s. Like another way that I think about the precautionary principle is like where, there's that saying, where there's smoke, there's fire. It's kind of a gray area. It's like, how much smoke do you need to see in order to be convinced that there might be a fire? And some people have a very high, I want to say, risk tolerance, right? For how much smoke indicates that there might be a fire, right? Whereas some people, they see a little bit of smoke on the horizon and they're like, yep, there's a fire, I'm packing my bags, right? And so that's where government is supposed to intervene. Now, the EU has adopted the precautionary principle, and what's kind of amazing is that there's basically nothing that they have started restricting or regulating that then shows up to be safe down the road. Ultimately, the reason why the United States stopped using the precautionary principle, I mean, I don't want to blame Reagan for everything, but it was basically Reagan. It happened in the 80s, and instead of defaulting to the precautionary principle to consumers, it went the opposite direction. Government started prioritizing the health of corporate profits. There were things that we knew to be harmful to us that did get banned, right? And it wasn't hard, it wasn't controversial. And now there continues to be controversy over things being harmful, but we don't really know. The only reason that they're viewed as controversial is because they're profitable to corporations, and our government doesn't have a backbone and won't stand up to them, and they default to protecting the company and not to protecting consumers.